Welcome to No Floating Eyes. Well, welcome to No Floating Eyes. Oh, welcome to.
Okay, Fred, welcome
Thank you
to
very
No
much.
Floating Eyes. Such a pleasure to
No,
have you
pleasure is
here.
all mine.
You've been listening to the podcast.
Yeah, for quite a while
Uh,
since you started, for sure.
Amazing. And we are here with you today. You are the first one video podcast that we ever filmed.
Being recorded.
Yeah. You are, for me, one of the biggest examples of leadership in the Portugal scene of
come on. Thank you very
bars and hospitality business. So I really want to dive deep into knowing what's your background,
Okay.
a few stories. You know, we're all about honesty, raw, and being light here.
Long story.
But
It's a
feel
long
free.
story. Sure. So industry started for me very young, I guess. My parents had a small bed and breakfast here in Sintra, and I was always connected with customers. Making breakfasts, helping my mom doing the beds, putting the clean sheets.
How old were you?
I would say 5, 6.
Wow.
It was super nice. And then we kind of forgot about bed and breakfast scene, and I went to Lisbon studying like a high school, college, and then I dropped college. It was like I didn't want to study anymore. This looks
Yes.
very harsh, but it's the raw truth. That's what happened. And I started working in a small restaurant next to Gulbenkian. I was waiting tables. It was super nice. I always loved it. But to be fair, was just to get some money to go on vacation, you know? And
Yeah.
then suddenly I fell in love with it. So I met my wife in that restaurant, like I would say 16 years ago, 17 years ago. And she was like, "Oh, you're actually good what you're doing. You should go back studying hospitality." And then I went back to studying
I
hospitality.
love that. A woman is putting
she orders
inspiring
and I follow. No, and I went back to hospitality school and I studied management, bar. I had kitchen classes, was amazing. And then during that time, you are forced to go into an internship, either in a hotel, a bar, or whatever. And I chose a bar. I was a customer at Foxtrot.
an
That's
iconic place in Lisbon that
for
has been
sure.
open for
46 years for now, I guess.
46.
46 or 47, I'm
Wow,
not
your
sure.
age.
No, come on. I'm way younger. I look like Benjamin Button.
No.
I go up the other way around. No, but 47, I think. Yeah, 47 years old. So I did an internship there. I proposed myself for a non-paid internship. And I was there for 3 months. And then I ended up staying for 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
That's
quite a lot.
Amazing. And then I remember at some point, then you decided to start your own business, to open a bar,
Yes.
and still work at Foxtrot at the same time.
Yes, so there's a few
Tell me
things
about
that
it.
most people don't know. The main idea of this bar that is today called Imprensa was a joint venture with Foxtrot.
Ah.
So after 6 years of me working at Foxtrot, I go to my boss, my dear friend, and I say, "Look, we should open a bar together." And
Words that were never been told
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Listen, let's open a bar together.
It's common that it happens like that after quite a while time. But yeah, supposedly it was a joint venture. My sister was a real estate agent, and she found this small bar where Imprensa is located now, and it was called Brownie before.
Yes, I
Yeah.
remember. I used to live in front.
Okay.
Growing
So
up.
that place ended up closing. It was a nice place on a corner. I love corners, huge lights. So I went to Foxtrot and said, we have to keep this place. And they joined my craziness of opening a bar. And for a year, we were doing ourselves the construction, like painting, nailing woods, polishing. So everything that is at Imprensa right now, it was us, me and Foxtrot and Bruno.
Yes.
And then after a year, they got less motivated. The owner of Foxtrot is already like 80-something years old. It was too much happening at the same time. So it was, he spoke with me and said, look, this is going to happen. I'm not going to stay in this business anymore. Either we sell and we split, or you guys keep it and you keep paying what I invested. And it was...
Which you did.
Yeah, which I did.
And you got more people involved as well to be your partners.
Yeah, so Carlota, my wife, and Bruno. Bruno was my colleague at Foxtrot, so we were very connected to this new place. And we decided to keep it. And Carlota joined on board as well, of course. And then Bruno says, look, you guys are a couple, so I have 33%. You guys have 66.
Yeah.
I will call my brother to put it on 50-50 and it stays in family. And then I said, okay, of course.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Fair enough.
And then after a couple weeks, I called João Silva.
Yes.
He was the manager at Pensão Humor at the
time.
time. Been through London and New York, and was like, look, you have no idea what happened to me. This might be my lucky shot. We're gonna open a bar. They dropped out, and he sent me a huge text like that I couldn't read. It was too much.
Really?
It was too much.
João, I would never say.
No, João, because we always we studied together in the hospitality school. So me, Bruno, and João were colleagues in
Okay. The Silver Fox of
Silver
Lisbon.
Fox, yeah, as we call it, or George Clooney, Prince Real's George Clooney.
Oh, yeah, true.
And he sends me a huge text that I didn't read that day. He was saying we always share the same ideas what a bar is, and I think I should join on board. What is needed for me to join the crew? And I said nothing. Like I spoke with all my partners. I think we should. He has management skills because he already managed huge bars in Lisbon, and we don't know how to manage a bar. And the guy got on board.
Amazing.
Equal parts, like it was like a leap of faith, you know.
Great, and I feel like all of you are very. I'm curious, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but seeing it from outside, I feel like your communication seems very, very smooth, very pleasant, no clashes.
No.
Because you share the same, you're very like-minded people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. No, to be honest, we found our safe spot. Each one of us does different things. And since we are 5 partners, we vote. Like when there's decisions that need to be voted, if 3 say yes, the other 2 shut up and we just follow.
Of course.
So we always had those limits clear, and after 6 years, we are still here. So
great. And who decided, or was like clearly you have a set skill? Carlota has another, João has another. So it was very obvious what should be each of responsibilities, or someone decided how? Yes,
we've learned along the way. As you remember, we all worked in the operation. Like when we opened Imprensa, the 5 of us were working on the floor.
Yes.
So we used to rotate all positions, and eventually some were better at ones, the others were better at others. Back office was always Carlota. I can't touch a computer and paper. I need to see people in front of me, you know. So Carlota, since the beginning, she always started taking care of accountants, stuff, human resources, invoices. So as for like, nice, I don't need to.
Yes, of course.
I don't need to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Perfect. Because you went from working on shift and now less and less, especially I see you a lot behind the bars, but maybe not so much of João Silva and the other guys. I would like to know, like, how do you balance being the boss and being part of the team?
I think it's exactly what you were saying. I think you need to be on the floor to be more part of the team. It's like a family, as you know. You have bars as well. So if you're not doing shifts daily, you just go there for some meetings. They don't see you the same way as you're cleaning glasses by their side, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I tend to do. But you were saying João Silva still does shifts at Imprensa. Now, Prince Real
does he?
is there 4 days a week. And
it's my fault. I don't go to bars anymore.
No, but I'm more focused in Fúria now. And we all rotate where it's needed. What
I mean was, because you have a young team, obviously, and how do you make sometimes the barrier between, okay, Fred is a cool guy, he's working with us behind the bar, but he's our boss. You know, sometimes it's not easy. I've been through difficult situations, and I've learned a lot how managing the team differently, because sometimes young people cannot see that you can be like, okay, we're all out, let's have a shot, but the day after we're working and Constance is the boss or Fred is the boss. What advice would you give someone?
It's a thin line, you know, like I really think that you need to be friends with the team and part of the team. But when there's something wrong, you have to say, look, we are not friends anymore. We have to do it like this, this, and this. And then I shut up and we keep being friends. I think it's putting like your limits on the team and they need to respect you. And I think working during shifts regularly, I earn that respect from all my team, you know?
Yes.
Being there, I make their problems my problems. So outside of work.
That's a great sentence. Make your team's problems your problems.
Yeah, I think, I mean, thank God, I love these sentences. But it's
Graças
a huge
a
team
Deus.
now. Yeah, graças a Deus. It's a huge team now. And I try as much as possible to be there for everyone. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't.
Of course.
But I for sure give 200% on that. Outside of work, if there's any problem, I will help them. I don't know.
And that makes me think of another question that I'm really curious, actually. Like, it's so common to have a staff changing all the time in our industry. And you have told me that in the past year, no one left your company. And I see you as a great leader. So obviously, you make that happen big. You have a big impact in that fact. And why do you think that? Like, what do you think you do in your team, your partners, that makes your staff stay longer? And
I feel you. I think it's not just me. I think it's us 5 partners. We are all connected, very much connected with everyone. There's some people that call Carlota when they have problems. There's some people that call João, Bruno, whatever. I think it's just a nice communication, open communication. They are not afraid of saying there's bad situations or bad decisions. They say, look, even regular employees like that say, this was not a good decision, but since you said, let's do it and let's try. And there's always a creative speech, you know, and I think that keeps the team together and motivated. Paying above average, I think it's also a plus. And I just don't pay much more because fiscal taxes are crazy.
It's a business.
It's a business, of course. But of course, I think like giving some small things, like when we get to a point of... so we do a certain number a day, and after that, I give an extra to people. Those small things that Foxtrot did with me, that I try to replicate to them as much as I can, of course.
Okay, great. Now you're saying that you're replicating a good thing that you had back in the days, which was a long time ago, like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
You were working in Foxtrot. I would like to know, now go to the opposite side, like what was something that you went through professionally when you were an employee that you said, when I'm in charge, I'm not going to do that?
Tough question. Organization, probably. I have my own idea of organizing things that is definitely not the same as Foxtrot, so I just did my own way, and sometimes I fail, and we put it back on track. I think that's the worst, because Foxtrot took care of me for 7 years very well. I was telling you, the internship, non-paid, in the end of the month they paid me everything. So
wow.
I mean, if you propose yourself to a non-paid internship...
So many years ago.
Yeah. Like 7... No. More. 14 probably.
Yeah, when you...
15
12,
years
you
ago.
said 14. 2004. Yeah, God. 14.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
2014, so 12.
Imagine for
12 years ago,
employer saying, like, someone applying for a non-paid internship.
And then you actually...
Nowadays, everyone would accept, free stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But the guy paid me the first month. normal wage.
Wow, amazing.
And that's how I kept there for
Yeah,
7 years.
of course, you stay there for 7 years. And Foxtrot is it's a classic bar.
Yeah, one
So
of the
you've
oldest.
done a lot of classic drinks back in the days, and you
For
still,
sure.
I know you still do it, and it's
Yeah.
a passion
Yeah.
of yours. And then, with that in mind, what is a drink that you would love? Like, if you could do it, like make it disappear.
So many.
What it was like one? Choose one.
It's funny because at Foxtrot we had 3 pages. It was more than 90 classics in a menu. I would say definitely Monkey Gland.
What is that?
So it's grenadine, orange, gin, and absinthe. It's the worst
It has served how?
on a coupe, shaken. On a
Shaken.
coupe. Monkey
Is
Gland.
it like not good at
No,
all?
it's terrible.
No,
It's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
Imagine orange absinthe.
Is this a classic
grenadine.
classic or is it like
It's
a
an all-time
Foxtrot?
classic.
All-time.
No, all-time classic.
Yeah, wow.
It's on IBA.
Huh?
It's on IBA.
It's on.
Terrible.
Have you? Well, now a little bit more on the serious topic. Like, have you ever questioned? Because of course, actually, I have 2 questions, kind of tied it together. I remember you opened right at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
Right.
1
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, I remember that. What is the toughest lesson you've learned in hospitality? I would say maybe from when you open your business from till today.
Yeah.
And did that ever make you question hospitality?
The second question, never.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know what else to do with my life. This is my passion. So I really think I will not be quitting anytime soon. Maybe when I'm 80 or 90.
Because
I'll
you
be
do lots of
Foxtrot owner,
shifts.
you know. No, but toughest lesson is, especially because we opened, as you said, 1 month before COVID. You need to go get it. We were kind of lucky with our landlords and all those things because the guy didn't ask us for €1 of rent. And no
During the
retro-
whole thing?
During the whole thing.
Wow.
Actually, it was Carlotta who called him saying, look, we can already pay you something, please. And yeah, we were 1.5 years without paying rent.
Wow.
So we were lucky. Imprensa is still
Fair.
alive because of him. But we didn't stop. So we were delivering oysters in a scooter
I remember
through
that.
all Lisbon, bottled cocktails. It was small money, but kept us paying
was
our
something.
bills
Yes.
and made Imprensa stay alive as well. And COVID wasn't necessarily bad for us because we managed to find a second Imprensa downtown without trespass. So it was just a easier rent.
Yeah.
And during COVID, we rented the second place. We were still in the layoff. Do you remember what a layoff was?
Yes.
So I was still in layoff from Foxtrot. So half of us was working at Imprensa, and the other ones were in their days off. They were working at Imprensa as well. So we were getting paid through Foxtrot, and we only had 1 employee at a time, no rent, bills were cheap because we were not operating. So that's how we managed. So the toughest lesson is like, you can't quit, I guess. You need to 4 things. If there is few customers on January, we make events like we're going to do on Sunday.
Yeah.
I think we need to keep pushing, and that's it.
Yeah, just fight through the hard times.
Exactly.
What was the most chaotic night you've ever had behind the bar?
Oh,
Like the worst.
the worst? Behind the bar or in the industry?
Behind the bar.
Behind the
You
bar.
were working behind the bar. Can be in your bar, can be...
Web Summit, definitely.
Okay, when? Which bar?
Foxtrot, like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Web Summit, when I think
What
it was the
happened?
first year that happened in Portugal. I'm not sure, but I think
Okay.
so. And suddenly there were few bars. There was Cinco Lounge, there was Foxtrot, there was yours wasn't open yet, I guess.
No.
So everyone went to Foxtrot. So imagine the whole Web Summit going to Foxtrot, and we had no one at the door, so people just kept coming.
Oh my God.
And I think we made like 1,000 cocktails that night, and there was just me as a bartender.
Just you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I was stirring old fashions into a blender.
I thought you were
in a
going to say I
pan.
was stirring old
No,
fashions with my finger.
no, I do that with my own drinks, but not to others. Yeah, it was the most chaotic night. There were no glassware. There was no change. There like those small issues
It
that everyone.
sounds
Yeah,
like I constantly have the same nightmare
yeah,
about the industry. That is, I'm working behind the bar.
yeah,
Usually it's toca, but it's obviously the space is not toca.
yeah,
It's a space. And then someone orders me like a simple drink that at classic that is not on the menu. So normally it's like a mojito. So
Yeah.
something that I need a herb.
yeah.
So I say,
you have no herbs.
no worries, I'm gonna get it. And then I go in the back to get it, and then I open the fridge and I go to a different dimension.
Yeah.
And then I'm like living my life, and then I meet friends, and I'm like, ha ha ha. And
then
then
when
I
you
think,
close the
oh
fridge-
my God, this person is still waiting for my
Yeah.
mojito.
Yeah.
And then there's no ice, there's no nothing. It kind of
crazy.
feels like my nightmare. Do you have nightmares about work? And
I sadly I never remember my dreams,
No.
nightmares.
Oh.
Zero at all.
Really?
Zero. I think either I'm so tired that I just sleep like a rock, or I don't know. I never remember my dreams. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
I told mine. Have working in a bar is so important to socializing, to making connections. You said you met your wife when you were working in Gulbenkian.
Yeah.
Is there any other special friendship that you made behind the bar?
Yeah, for sure. So many. All my partners, first of all, I consider them as family. Like, it grows through the years. So those 5, now 6 with João. João was also a very good person that I met as a costumer. He was my
In
costumer.
Foxtrot.
I was his costumer at Tricky's, and we became family as well. So now we are 6.
João Magalhães,
João
the
Magalhães,
chef.
yeah, João Magalhães, the chef. João Silva, Bruno, I mean, all
Yes,
these
all of them.
people, especially my wife, of course, my best friend. These ones are keepers.
Amazing. And what was the worst, like most awkward moment you had behind the bar? Do you remember? Is there a funny story? Come on, we all
have two.
million.
I have two.
Oh, tell.
One is a very fun story. The other one is a little bit sad, but I think I should share it.
Start with the sad.
Yeah, I'll start with the sad. So during COVID, no customers, of course. We could open bars until 10, if you remember.
Yes,
So
yes.
the schedules were reduced, and there's a Swedish guy that shows up at the bar, 2 meter tall, like, I don't know, 120 kilos, like huge guy.
Okay.
And he sits at the bar and say, "Hey, my name is Dave." And I remember this like for the rest of my life. So the guy moved to Portugal, and he was going to Imprensa every day, and he was spending 300 euros every day.
Oh, wow.
And he said was the best bar he ever been in his life. And when the bar was packed, he was paying cocktails to everyone. I think his major bill was like 900 and something euros. It kind of saved us, you know. That's why it's
Thanks,
weird.
Dave.
And then after a couple of months, I've noticed that he was coughing a lot. And
Oh my God.
yeah, it was in Portugal to go to Gulbenkian. Not to Gulbenkian, to
For the
Champalimau.
Champalimau.
Yeah, it was in with stage 4 lung cancer.
Oh.
And he kept going every day to Imprensa because he was very happy to be with us. So he found a friend there, or many friends.
Yeah.
We were staying until 5 in the morning. It was kind of weird, and someday we stopped seeing him. And I don't know if he went to another country, changed contacts, if it worked out. I will never know.
Or maybe-
I have my ideas, of course. I hope
Yeah.
not, but it kind of saved us, and that's one of the weirdest situations. Like, he was going there every
Every day.
Every day. I think he was spending like 4K a week with us. Easy.
Wow.
Easy. That's the sad story. I mean, for me, it's not sad. It's sad and it's a happy story as
Super
well.
dark.
Yeah, it's super dark, but it's for me, I see it as happy story
of course.
because he became a very good friend of mine
Yeah.
for quite a few months. And the other story,
Okay.
the fun story, enough with the sad stuff. The fun story, there is a regular that goes to Foxtrot a lot, and I used to talk with him very well. Like, we were already friends. He was older, he was like 50-year-old, and he was always going with his wife. And someday he goes with some other girl. And like, hey doc, how you doing? I give him a hug. How's your wife?
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh
that was
no!
the weirdest.
And then
And I like.
did he?
No,
oh.
he faked listen. You know, he just kept doing his
And
way.
the girl?
And the day after, the girl didn't
Like,
care.
no.
Didn't care, I guess. And
This
the
sounds
day,
like something I did. I tell you
yeah,
after. Go
the
on.
day after, the guy goes to Foxtrot as well alone and say, look, I'm not your friend. And this is a tough lesson. I could have explained on that. Yeah, I'm not your friend. And you have no rights to ask for my wife or whatever when I'm with other people. And this is a big lesson I learned. It was very weird.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
He's absolutely
And
right,
my boss
though.
taught me, yeah, he's absolutely right. I wanted to give my hospitality, like
Yes,
being
yes.
friends, but then
But
there's a thin
no,
line
you need
between,
to.
you know, to,
Yeah, how old were you though?
I don't know.
It's like common. It's like that.
17, 18, I don't know.
Exactly.
It was-
It's a thing that you learn with age.
Yeah,
I've done
yeah,
so many.
Yeah, and my
stupid-
boss was like, "You're crazy. This is the last time that happened. Like, you can't do this."
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so inconvenient.
yeah, and that's how I learned that bartenders don't speak about politics, football,
No.
religion, and personal
Yes,
stuff. I guess.
yes, exactly. One time, this is one of my oldest friends.
Yeah.
She got married, and then she got divorced, and then it was her second. And we'd known each other since we were 10 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I know all her family. I would spend holidays with her, so on. And then I went to her. It was a very small wedding, like the second wedding. And I'm super close with her mom and father and siblings. When I get to the wedding, the mom was like, Constanza, darling, how are you? It's been so long. And then I said, yes, since the wedding. Like
That's terrible.
the previous one.
Yeah,
And it
it's
was like
exactly
a small
the same-
wedding.
the same vibe as-
Everyone
yeah.
heard it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I just want to. Like the sister was like, that's so Constanza. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. Amazing. But yeah, I can totally
Toughest
relate.
lesson I learned
Yes,
as well.
that's like inconvenient. And now you're like, oh, how?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, there's a thin line between customer, bartender, you know. We don't listen to conversations. Maybe we do, but we don't
Yes.
really put it in
It's-
your ads,
yeah.
you know. It's just go through one ear to another.
Exactly.
Because you have customers in front of you talking about their personal lives. And I think there's a very thin line you need to
learn.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the outcome can be like
But
quite
that
bad.
comes with
you know?
experience, I guess, with
Yeah, of
time,
course.
experience, and you need to pass through these situations to actually learn. So
And this is also a quite important topic that has been talked. A lot of people are talking, and these days, which is very important because it's been happening for years in a lot of industries. How do you handle burnout? Like, is this in this industry? Like, have you been there, or do you do something specifically not to be close or not to be there?
as you know, I'm quite a workaholic.
Yes.
But no, I've never been burned out. I'm very strict in my mind. If I'm starting feeling stuff that I don't like, I'll just quit or take a break or go on vacation or something. But it's a huge topic in the industry, and a lot of people are feeling this and passing through burnouts. I think it's important that bar owners take this in consideration, because people are working hours and hours and hours in a row with few days off. And I think that you need to have 2 days off in a row and work 8 hours, no more. I feel like things are changing. Back in the days, we used to work 12 hours in a shift.
Oh, yeah.
13 hours, 14 hours, and we were having fun and drinking more. I feel like the mindset needs to change in order to lower those diseases. I think 8 hours, maybe 3 days off, and 9 hours during 4 days. Everyone, Europe, states are doing that. Paris, for example, Magali, we know her. She works
At the Cambridge.
Yeah, she works 4 days, 3 days off. I feel it's the future.
Yes, they're super strong in the human resources policies.
I feel like that's the future for us, and I think that will improve burnout situations. It's a thin line. You need to be always happy, always talkative, always smiling,
Yes.
and sometimes you just want to cry.
Yes,
and
of
you
course.
just want to hide.
But
you
one
know?
thing is like our teams that we manage the teams, we manage the schedules, and we can organize that. But if sometimes I have stuff to do, there's no one that will do it for me.
Yeah.
I have to do it, and I'm sure you have the same thing. But you are in a different position than me, for example. You work with your wife.
Yeah.
So I think that's a
Sometimes
huge...
it's tough.
No, absolutely. But don't you think in this situation of burnout, like she will understand everything that you are feeling, everything, it's the same language. You both work together, you have the same business, and you have the same problems in the end of the day. If you have professional problems, it's your wife, and the same goes back from her to you. Like you will,
but we actually
don't you think it helps? That's my question. Don't you think it helps to avoid burnout because your personal life and professional life is very close?
Yes, yes, and also because the beautiful partners that I have, that I don't, I am not overwhelmed with work. But for sure, my wife helps me a lot every day. Of course, we tend not to talk about work when we are at home.
How does that work?
So it's tough.
Is there a rule?
No, it's not a rule. I mean, we try to be a rule, but it's impossible because people calling us, mails arriving, so we need to talk a little bit. But it's 5% on our daily base that what we talk about work. It's almost nothing. So yeah, that helps with burnout. No burnout. I've always been very skeptic about burnouts. I'm sorry. It's true because I've never felt it, maybe.
Okay.
I don't understand what people feel because burnout has become
It's like
something...
you hate it. Like I've been there, and it's like I arrive to talk, and it's like I hate this. I hate every guest.
Okay.
I hate they want to drink.
Okay.
I don't want to do this.
Okay.
Like it's you hate it.
Okay.
That's what that was what I was feeling like.
Yeah, because burnout suddenly last 2 years
It goes hand
became...
in hand with depression, you know.
Yeah. But suddenly last 2 years, everyone is on a burnout. I feel like it's excessive. Like, of course, there's burnouts. I feel there's burnouts, but
Yes.
the mindset is like, oh, I'm tired, I'm burned out. Everyone says they are burned out, and I feel like people need to
Calm down.
calm down a little bit. Imediatamente. Calm is imediatamente.
Yes, you need to calm down.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm aware that it exists.
I agree.
But
I mean, I have to say, like, I reached a burnout by working 12 to 14 hours a day, every day.
that's my point.
That's what happened.
That's why
It was not from working 8 hours a day
it's
for
not just
5
about
days a week.
our teams. It's about the whole industry. Not to force people working as many hours as they are working right now. If you have time to do your hobbies, if you have time to be with your girlfriend, if you have time to be with your family, I feel like burnouts would reduce like 95%.
Yes. Because it's not only about not working a lot, it's also about, this is out of our control, is when you are off, what do you do with your time off?
You go to
You're
bars.
not like recovering from a constantly hangover and ordering Uber Eats and watch
They're not
Netflix.
playing tennis like you.
You know, or you.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
But yes, it's important. I feel like I'm very lucky at the moment. My team is super, super healthy. They all they play lots of sports. They go together to, I don't know, I feel such an old person saying how do you say play skate? How do you, what do you
Skate?
Skating. They go skating, not play
Play skate. Play skate is next level. Yeah, they go skating. That's
They
basically.
go play skate.
Yeah, but
Brincar
actually,
of skate.
you're speaking about your team being healthy. Mine is like younger people now. They arrive work with a mate pot, doing the ritual of eating water and doing the mate ritual, and they sip mate all shifts. And I'm like, I wouldn't do that. I would do one shot and a beer. Let's work. But I'm super happy for them. Yeah, that's it.
I feel like also we are more healthy than maybe
The rest of the industry?
No, not you and me.
Okay.
I feel like the owners of bars right now, they are healthy people too. So that leads an example, that sets an example for the team. Also, like, of course, I know my team follow my social media.
Yeah.
So then they see, oh, Constanza is in the farm with the dogs playing tennis.
Yeah,
It definitely sets an example. I definitely remember the time that I wasn't this healthy, that I was partying more, definitely with an unhealthy lifestyle. My team was also doing it.
Yeah.
So
They keep following you.
yeah, a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit. Like lead by example, I guess,
I think so.
is important.
Yeah, so that's what I have to
Okay.
say about burnouts.
All right. I know you're. Can I talk about this?
What?
Maybe?
I
I
don't
know
know.
you're doing more things professionally.
Yeah.
You're starting other businesses quite soon.
Yeah, I hope.
guess.
I hope.
You hope?
Construction, you never know in Portugal, but if everything goes good, yes.
Amazing. Now, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about if, I love these questions.
Mm-hmm.
If you had like infinite money, you can do whatever you want
Come on.
by yourself, like you and your wife. In terms of business, what would you...
In terms of business?
Yeah, business. What would you do? What kind of bar would it be, like, assuming it's a bar?
A classic.
A classic?
Yeah.
With infinite money?
Yeah.
Like, what would you do?
Yeah,
Like, go
straight classic.
detail.
Straight classic.
You would copy the Savoy.
No, not that.
But, like, with all
no.
the-
Neighborhood bar, but like old school bar, just classics. Some jazz, probably.
Okay.
Live music every day. I mean, money doesn't need to be infinite for that.
Yes, that's what I mean. Like, go crazy.
I don't know. I'm
You're
not
so
that crazy.
contained.
I think I would give my companies to my managers. I would keep 10%.
Okay.
That's the craziest thing I would do. If money is infinite, I don't need a bar to get money.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would give the opportunity for them to get more money. I think. Yeah, that's what I would probably do. I would keep 10% just to have an opinion on things. Like if the concept was going that way, I would definitely say no. You need to keep on this way. But for sure, I have people that are with me for 4 years. I think they deserve that. I just don't give it yet because I can't.
You're so correct.
So correct. It's even
light.
boring,
With that in mind, I don't know what makes you sane. What's like you're so sane kind of person. I know you a little bit. What makes you like this on a day-to-day? Like, what excites you on a daily basis? Because I always see you. You're always fine. You're always good. Never stressed. Never worried. Every time I talk to you,
trust me, I'm stressed sometimes. Sometimes. But
like what's
I don't know
what keeps you like. Do you have a ritual, like a way of?
Besides Fernet, besides Fernet, I have I don't have many
But like
rituals.
for Branca shots, you have it in the morning, like whoop.
No, not in the morning. Come on,
not anymore.
Always afternoon. While working, we tend not to drink while working, apart from 1 or 2 Fernet shots.
Yeah.
But what drives me is people leaving the bar happier than they got in. People smiles, people laughs after a busy night. The adrenaline rush of having 5 tickets in front of you and you need to make the drinks consistently. I don't know. I'm just meeting people. It's like traveling without traveling.
That's so true.
Yeah, it's
I love that.
And you meet people all over the world. Imprensa attracts a lot of tourism as well. So I think I've connected with people along the world, and I have friends everywhere. Or at least known people, not friends that you can count with your hand. But that's what drives me, and I think that's why I will never quit the industry.
Yes, you'll be like that bartender, 70 years old.
I feel like bars are about people, and that's what I love in this industry.
Amazing. I was just, and I do want to finish with this. I've noticed, like, obviously, we have all noticed, there's less consumption of alcohol in general, and the Generation Z, like, doesn't drink as much alcohol, and that is leading to a little bit more, like, alcohol is important to socialization.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Bars are important places for culture. What's your take on that? And, like, knowing where the kids are
I
these
feel like our
days,
generation drinks way more than the new one.
Yes.
I don't know. There's still a lot of people that drink. I feel just you need to grab them to your bar, you know, and bars need to be fun. I wouldn't spend my money if the bar wouldn't be fun.
Yes.
That's my perspective on bars. Of course, we always need to adapt. We need to reinvent a little bit ourselves, like no ABV, low ABV, which is a thing right now. But for sure, bars, culture is made in bars. Stories are made in bars. History is made in bars.
Friendships are made in bars.
Friendships
Romances.
is made in bars. Actually, there's a fun documentary, Nordic documentary, if I'm not mistaken, that if people live on a daily basis with 5% alcohol in their bloods, they are happier.
Oh.
Because Nordic countries, there's no sun. Like people have. It's true though. I don't do dry January. Yeah, I can confirm. I don't do dry January. I don't believe in dry January, for example. I think that you need to be healthy enough to keep drinking all year.
Yeah, of course.
Like
be balanced.
If be balanced, exactly.
Be
People
balanced.
do dry January because they had a lot of alcohol in during Christmas and New Year's Eve or whatever. Just have less and keep drinking.
Of course.
Dry January kills bars. People drinking less kills bars. They can just order a soda but still go to bars.
Yes,
you know?
of course.
That's my take on that.
Amazing.
I can't do any other perspectives on that.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very
this
much.
was a lovely
It was a huge
time.
pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything you want to ask me?
No, actually no. I
actually,
know you
no.
for a long time. We've been friends, so
Great.
what I need to ask you, I'll send you a text.
Amazing. I want to say thanks to Isology that gave our beautiful eyes for the cocktails that we're
They're
having
beautiful.
today, and Behind Bars as well that made our beautiful stations in our bars and are also helping making this podcast possible.
Beautiful. The Lambos of
Yes.
bar stations, right?
Exactly. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
And
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.